morning, Larry here. I'm right by Palm Springs. It's about 4:40 in the morning, and I've still got about 300 miles to go. I'm going to the Sasquatch #1 claim. It's an AMRA claim, and it's by Burro Creek in Arizona. So supposedly sometimes there's running water. Hopefully there will be, so that'll make life easier for me as far as the mining process. And gold's been found there, fine gold, some pickers and so forth, so see what happens. That's about the only information I have on it. Hopefully I can find the place. And I'm just going by myself. My brothers, they have commitments on Tuesdays, so they couldn't come. And this way, I hate to drag people way off somewhere, then there's nothing there. So I'll be the pioneer and go check it out. If there is good gold, believe me, we'll be back again with a full force. Alright, so I'm in Arizona. I've been going for about 4.5 hours now. I still have a ways to go to get to this place. So again, I hope it'll be worth it, but it's a nice drive. A lot of Joshua trees around here. Interesting hills and mountains in the distance. So, very scenic area for the desert. Okay, I'll probably talk to you next when I'm there or getting close to it. I mentioned, the history I have on the place is it's been, people have found gold there. The creek, if it's running, again, will be an advantage to me. But this one guy dredged a spot, I guess it's called the 6 Mile Crossing, back in a few years ago in the early 2000s. Found some nice gold, and there's been some large stuff up to 1/8 of an ounce that's been found. And then, of course, a lot of fine gold. And there, people have had success in crevicing the bedrock and panning the material in the cracks. So hopefully it hasn't been worked over too much. I'll soon find out, I guess. So I'm on Burro Creek Crossing Road. I've got to take this for 14 miles to get to the claim. So far it's gravelly, but it seems to be a fairly good road so far anyway. This Burro Creek Crossing Road is off of Highway 93 in Arizona. That gives you an idea what it looks like around here. Okay, I hope I'm going the right way. The directions failed to say that there's actually a split in the road, and they both look equally good, and as far as dirt roads go. So if I'm on the right road, according to the directions, I got about a little less than, about 5.5 miles to go. So let's hope I am. About 9:30 now. This whole area here, on the way back I'll show you a little bit better. The whole area, it's obviously an old volcanic area. If there's not a creek running at all, that there's some puddles of water, because I didn't really bring any water for panning. You know, the history on this place is it has a year-round creek, but nobody's been able to verify that. So, you know, in these drought years, but I'm hoping after the rains, I hope they got some over here, and maybe at least there will be some puddles there, so I can see if I'm getting anything. You know, if I can't sluice, at least I can do some digging and panning. Yeah, I wonder if there's any wild burros around here. They have some in Arizona in different areas. Hopefully there are. Because I might have to ride one out if this car messes up. Of course, catching one's another story. Windmill. There's some civilization out here. It's a pond for the cattle or something. I don't see any house. Now there's a pen for cattle, so I guess that has something to do with them. Oh wait, let's see. There's a sign up here. What's this? Clay Hills. Critical environmental concerns. Stay on the main road. Okay. Hopefully that clay has some gold in it. Stop for a minute and just see what kind of rock is in this area. I've got a couple miles to go still. Again, if I'm on the right road. This is interesting. Very interesting. Oh, look at that. Yeah, my wife would love this. This is the kind of stuff she likes to find. This stuff's everywhere. Okay, I've got 1 mile to go, again, if I'm on the right road. One way or the other, it's a very interesting area. So in about a mile, I should see some claim posts. Let's hope. I am getting down to where it is because I have a picture that shows trees and all that, and this is the first place I've been where there's trees in the area. Here's the creek. It does cross the road, so it is running. I'm gonna have to park somewhere where I'm out of the way in case all of a sudden a big diesel decides to come down here. So on my odometer is 13.8 miles. All right, so it took me 6 hours to get here. And I want to have a few hours messing around here, so it's going to be a long, long day because I got to get home today too. Glad I wore my boots. I got to go put them on. Alright, this is going to work out pretty good if there's some gold here. Okay, I have to go look at my topo map, see which way this claim goes. Because I don't offhand just see any stakes, but I'm down here in the scrub, so I can't really see anything up on the hills. Alright, so this is like a 40-acre claim, so I'm about in the middle of it, I think. Pretty area around here. Now I just have to figure out where the gold might be. I did just a little sampling, just a few scoops, and ran it through, and I think I might see one piece of gold right there. Now there could be some down in the traps down there. It's like one piece so far. Actually, it looks like a fairly decent piece. If it is, it might not be. The creek is over there by the trees, but coming up here, looks like it runs way over this way too, from once in a while, and you can see all the cobble here. So I'm going to dig down to bedrock a little bit here to get some samples. Well, a truck just went through the creek here heading up the hill, so I guess there is civilization here somewhere. Probably a cattle guy. Alright, so I'm going to use my classifier here and go through this sample. About a third of a bucket this time, maybe a little more. See how nice that works? Yeah, I don't see any of those 1/8 ounce nuggets that the guy found, but that's okay. This is really an efficient way to classify with this thing. You get all the rocks cleaned completely off, and it doesn't take too long. I'm getting samples. Everything else I got was upstream. Now I'm downstream a little ways. I found this interesting boulder here. The water washes over it. It's really worn it down. Comes over here, falls off there, gets back to the creek. So I'm going to do a little crevicing on this, see what I come up with. I'm going to get some samples in this dry feeder creek here. Get some from the inside bin and downstream front of the boulder. Then normally where it comes together like that, where it gets real narrow, it actually causes the water to go kind of fast, so then it opens up and the gold sometimes drops right past the narrows there. And then you can see, I'm going to get some, there's different layers here in the bank. So I'll get some samples out of that. Let's see what we come up with. There's so many places here that you could look. You actually have to be here for days, I think. Like even way up there. Wouldn't mind getting some samples. It's a beautiful day out here. It's probably in the low 70s, I would guess. Probably, I don't know if you can see small gold in the matting. Okay, I'll show you a little update in a little while. So I've got my Jobe sluice set up. Now let's see if we can find some gold. Okay, see if you can see what we got in there so far. And of course whatever's down there, a lot of black sand. I'm doing a cleanup, so washing this off, you can get an idea of the gold. Ooh, that's a nice piece, okay. A couple nice pieces. Alright, next scene, I guess, so there's some down there even, okay. Next scene will be the pan. Yeah, I've got it down to the black sand here. Get an idea what we got. There's some more. Yeah, there's quite some more. Well, so far that's enough to pay for the gas here. Looks like there's some more popping through. Bigger pieces. Oh, yeah, a lot more than I thought I had. There's a nice picker. Okay, I was going to use my gold syringe here to suck it all up, but I think I'm going to wait till I get home to mess with it, because a little bit of time I have left, I want to kind of, maybe as I head back, kind of explore a little bit. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now, this is a long ways for me to come, so I'm hoping maybe AMRA will have a meet out here in Arizona sometime. I don't know if they ever do. I know they have a lot up north where they live, where the president lives. But I'd like to come out here with somebody that's more, knowledgeable about this area. There's 40 acres here. Somebody who's been here before and knows, the best places. I did a lot of samples, but 40 acres you could do, way more than I've done. So I don't know if, the best stuff's up on the hill, in the creek, upstream, downstream. So I would like to have somebody that's more knowledgeable, because I can't keep making trips out here with, you know, price, you know, the gas and everything and the time. But we'll see. I've had a good time, got a lot of gold, and pretty happy. I was going to pack everything up. I noticed, oh, there's a little more black sands left in the bucket of concentrates. I thought, okay, I better clean that out just to clean it. Then I look down there when I'm moving around, there's more gold down there still. I don't know if you can see it. That's kind of in the cracks up there. Let me see. Let's roll it around a little. Anyway, yeah, there's gold there, gold down there. So, show you these gold syringe .com hold quite a bit of water. I was going to use it here, but since I'm in a hurry, I won't. I'll just show you how much you can, you know, what it does. It's pretty good for sucking up stuff. All right, I gotta say goodbye to this place. I shall return someday, hopefully. And I have a whole bunch of cows that I'm hoping will get out of the way. Here's the big boy. Snorting at me. Besides finding some gold, this place turned out to be a very interesting adventure. Seeing an area I hadn't been to before, and you know, it's one of these places you'd have to probably stay here a few days really to get the import of what's really here. Pretty good view here at the ancient volcanic area there, all the volcanoes. Who knows how long ago? Okay, when you get to this point, I'm coming out, but going in, this is where I wasn't sure what to do. Just stay straight. Don't go over onto don't go to the left. Just stay straight, and it's a few more miles up there. I guess it's actually, let's see, it says 7657. Oh, that's that way. Okay, never mind. So, yeah, just stay straight, and I don't know if it's 4 or 5 more miles up the road. Yeah, I'm going to get some of these rocks for my wife. I think she would like this stuff. It's kind of interesting. Almost looks like chalcedony. Well, I have just about all of it cleaned out. I have a few little pieces hidden in the black sands here. Did the little tapping thing to get it to the top. Now we'll suck it up. Here's what I ended up with from the AMRA Sasquatch #1 claim in Arizona.